Hello! I've been waiting for you. I'm Taren S, and I have almost 4 decades of magical experience. Come on, let's brew some together. Hello! Welcome to the House of Witchcraft. Of course, you know I'm Taren S, and today I got with me Dana.
Hello.
One of our cottage witches, in which you'll see in a lot of our early videos, and then who left us, went to France and came back, and is who now back starting videos. Bonjour! Can I say it fast enough?
Bonjour! Hi everybody, happy to be back. Missed everyone horribly while I was in France. It was beautiful and wonderful, but I missed you all.
Yeah, I know. We missed her a lot too, and we're happy she's back. And so I thought today would be great because we are doing a honey blessing attraction. This is just a general bring goodness to you, you know, and I think we all need that. And so I went and found, this is a dollar store jar, and I like the ones that have corks on them because later on you can go and seal the cork with wax, whatever. But this is I want a pretty little jar, but I'm doing a blessing as opposed to just an old mason jar. All right, witches. First, this is just our recipe in the moment.
Yes.
All right? It ain't even worth writing down. Whatever ingredients that we're getting ready to put up in our jar, you're inspired to use. The ones that don't make sense, don't use.
Yeah, we didn't write these ingredients out last night or anything like that. We picked them from behind us 5 minutes before the video started.
What? It's not from an 18th century grimoire, which has been written down and hidden in Grandma's closet? This can't be real.
I've spilled the secrets.
No. Ah! That's what we're talking about, witches. I don't care what somebody was doing in 1862 in Charleston, South Carolina for their jar. Granted, the Middleton Journals is a good place to go. These ingredients are inspired by them.
Yes.
Just as they were inspired by their past. But it's not about copying.
No.
This is your idea. This is your honey jar. This is where goodness is going to get on you every time you walk across this, because we're going to bury it.
Well, and also you have to pick the things that make you happy, because what makes you happy might not make me happy, which might not make someone else happy.
Good point. That's where your recipe. We can't say it enough, witches.
You do you, boo.
And if you are a new witch, welcome home. So happy to see you. And I know you're feeling overwhelmed and like you got to write it down, you got to do it and everything else. Honey, just sit back. Enjoy the conversation, see what we create, and when you're done and you want to create your own, go in your kitchen, because everything we're getting ready to use came out of the kitchen, and create your jar. All right, with that said, let's start creating us a good honey jar.
Woo!
All right, what do you think the first ingredients is?
Well, I think the first thing we should put in there, since it's our happy honey jar, besides honey, I think we should put some glitter in there. Try and bring some real sparkle, glitter, happiness into this.
Let's put some glitter sparkle in our jar.
And then I'm going to give it a little shake.
Okay.
Let's see. It's glitter glue, so we'll see how good
Don't get it on that, because then we won't be able... It's not going to shake around.
I had to try. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Maybe, like...
Something.
Okay, we're not going to cut witches because this is how you really make a jar. I want happiness. I want lots of good things to happen.
This is where you could be saying a mantra.
I want it to be great. Every time I step on this jar, all that's going to happen is blessings. Woo!
That looks fun. Can I do that?
Yeah, you do it for a little bit.
I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be happy. Blessed be. Woo!
Yeah.
I love it. That was fun.
That's what it should
be. And it kind of worked.
And it did. It spread it about a little bit and everything else. Now, I'm old school conjuring, so before I start, I want to put just a little bit of Florida water in there. Just a little dash.
Fun fact, did you know it contains alcohol?
Yes. And you can also use it. A lot of folks like to use it before, during, after. Put it in a spray bottle and put it across your doors.
Take some of that.
Because this is just a general good, get rid of the icky. And not to mention the fact, you can't tell me that it'll smell good.
I was just going to say, and it makes me happy just smelling it.
There's just something, and when we're doing a work and we want all that happiness, so don't be afraid to get some incense going, get some good music in the background.
Oh, yeah.
And really get up in it. This is a happy working. You need to be happy, witch.
Dang it.
Right. Next thing for ours is honey.
Ooh, so sweet.
Yes. So pour us a good bit. All the way. We want to fill it up nice and good.
Oh, witches, you see this? We are filling this jar up nice and good.
Now, actually, this is dollar store honey. I went up to the dollar store. All right? This is not about how much money can you spend. This is about using what you have, use what you need. All right? So you can get your pretty little jar. You can get a little bit of honey. Go into your cabinet. Put more.
Oh, more honey. All these witches think too with all my ingredients I gotta be sparse. No, we are pouring this jar of honey.
We want it to be generous. All right? Because I want that generosity returned on me.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, if I got another jar of honey over there.
We're gonna get some honey in this honey.
We want honey.
Woohoo! And honey, it's sweet. It's like happy to look at. It's this bright, beautiful golden color.
And yeah, there is just something. It's it's an old school offering to divinity.
They've been using this for how long?
Because you remember when, like, one of the oldest goddess offerings is milk and honey.
Milk and honey, yeah. I was going to say.
At springtime, you dig a little hole and then you pour milk and honey in it and you give blessings to the
full
mother.
Jar of honey, minimum.
You can do as much as you want. Again, this is a working about generosity. So everything we do, we want it to be generous. Everything we do, we almost want it to be over the top. All right. And again, take the time to grab a hold of it as you're working and stop and be like, what are you creating? Keep that intent. Our intent is happiness, prosperity for anyone who walks across our jar, because we're going to put it on the back doorstep at the cottage.
Yep.
So that
bury
way,
that.
All the time, every time we're walking, we get to step on this moment of happiness. So I'm going to think all those happy thoughts. This is a good time where you can also do your magical breath. Where at the count of 3, do a nice exhale, and then that 4th breath. And put all of you, that visualization of happy you into this. All right, you can do it as many times as you want. Again, verbalize it, talk to it, tell it your dreams. All right, the words are not, it's not about making this some esoterical fancy thing up. This is about saying it from here, inside of you. Ooh, pretty.
I know, it's just fun to watch.
It is. They really are fun when you get them going and you start energizing them up and everything. And once you've buried your honey pot, it's not, you may want to give it offerings, a little bit of libation.
Feed it.
You got it. Go stand on it, smoke a cigar, and tell it, I know you're under there working, and you're doing a good job.
And maybe bury it in a happy place. Maybe don't bury it in the place in your backyard where you walk and take your phone calls that make you angry. Maybe bury it like, we're going to in front of the cottage where there's always happy smiles, laughter, things like that. Try and maybe be a little conscious, too, about where you're going to bury it.
I read that you were a while back that a lot of folks like to bury it at their back door because that's the door their friends go into.
Aww.
Because, some houses, the way they're set up, like nobody goes in the front door, you go around the side to the kitchen door. And so they put it in there over by the kitchen door so that way all their friends can share, and that's the door that you use.
Yeah.
I'd say whatever door you use in your house that you're comfortable with,
bury
it outside that door.
Perfect.
All right. If you are a witch in an apartment and you're thinking, oh no, I can't bury it. Yes, you can. You have a house plant. You take it, put it in a pot, and you set that pot by your front door. And when you're watering that plant, when you're taking care of that plant, you are feeding your happiness, your prosperity, your honey pot.
You can also get much smaller versions of these jars. I used to sell sell bath salts, and I would give them in these tiny, cute little jars that I got, online, very cheap, a dozen of them. And so, like she's saying, for houseplant, because if you're thinking, how can I put this in a houseplant? Get a mini version, and
I was to say, witch, you could take your honey jar,
There you go.
And make a honey jar out of it. I mean, we're creative.
Yeah.
Use what you have. Use what you need. All right, what's our next ingredients that we got? We got all sorts of good stuff on the table.
I was thinking maybe some of this pretty Mediterranean sea salt. It makes it, for me, I think of the Mediterranean Sea, that beautiful, relaxing, calm, vacation-y, happy place.
What is it, that azure blue, the ocean with the soft sand, a palm tree. Yeah, okay, you pour some in there. I'm with you.
All right.
I've done got it all in my head.
And we're going to use a funnel.
All of that going in there.
What do you think? A little more?
A little more.
A little more. Well,
there we go.
That was a little more. Generous.
I have found too, yeah, and as you're pouring your stuff in, I found it's easier over the years to blend as you go, as opposed to creating one pile and trying to blend it later.
That's tips from a crone.
Tips from a crone. It's easier to blend as you go. It just seems to blend it up a little bit easier.
It just looks so cool to see the sea salt falling into the honey. It's so beautiful. I love you. You're going to make me happy, happy, happy. Happy, happy, happy. Here's my happy jar.
Happy, happy. Another thing that I got was I went and got some little silk flowers.
Oh, those are pretty.
I know.
And happy colors.
That's what I was thinking. I just picked out colors that I thought were happy. No rhyme or reason. Again, here.
But I guess also if you want to have a rhyme or reason, that's okay too.
Absolutely. If you've got a whole theme going, theme it up. I just thought that these are pretty. Over the years, I've liked using these silk flowers.
Can you see that?
Is what I've learned. That everybody's got a preference. Somebody's going to say, "Oh no, you can only use real flowers."
And if it makes you happy to do that, then go for it.
If that's the rule that you put on yourself, then do it.
Yeah.
But don't expect everybody to follow your rules.
Yeah. If you want to, because I mean, if I was probably going to be doing this by myself in my solitaire work, I tend to I don't know, I don't want to say spend a little bit more time with it, but since it's just my energy going into it, I have to kind of work it a little bit more. So I'll maybe do some chanting as I'm putting the numbers in. I'll probably be a little bit more conscious and put specific numbers in for specific reasons, right? It's kind of on the fly because that's the energy that we do here. But if you want to have something like Taren was saying, if you have a way of doing it, then feel encouraged to do it that way as well too. This is just the way that we're doing it.
This is our little jar for the Cottage witches. Mm-hmm. You always want to have an intention when you're making these. You just don't make these cuts. Mm-hmm. All right, and that's when we started talking about wanting to do up a jar. I was like, okay, why? Mm-hmm. Why am I doing this? You don't do magic for the sake of doing magic. Mm-hmm. You do it because you got a reason, you got a purpose, you got an intention. And our intention is that all of the witches here at the cottage are blessed. Mm-hmm. And that this jar represents prosperity for all folks who walk across it.
Yes.
Pokey pokey.
I know, yeah, the little stick worked for some pokey pokey action.
Can you pokey? And you see, just...
Oh, nice and pretty.
It is.
Oh, that's so pretty.
You see, witches, tell me that's not making you feel happy.
Oh, I love it.
You know, and I think a really great herb for prosperity is basil.
Yes, and guess what we've got right here.
And I bet you could open up your kitchen cabinet.
And look, this is basil bought from a witch in Scotland who's a third generation Crowley. AKA Supreme Tradition. You don't gotta get your herbs at some crazy place. Again, if you want to, if you have a really special working you're going for, but these is our really special blessed basil.
I was going to say, ideally, to me, the very, very best herbs you can get are the ones you grow.
Yes.
The reality is we can't grow all of our herbs. And there are times that I will spend extra money for top quality, and there's other times there's no reason for that. It's just some weird labeling scam.
Exactly. And, you want to support local witches, too, so at times we do like to buy our herbs from there, but also at the same time, don't feel guilty going to the dollar store and getting your herbs.
No, not at all. All right. The next thing is, what do we got over here? We have parsley.
Woo!
which is a really great conjuring herb. This is an intensifier herb. This is just a general overall well-being, goodness type. I like to sprinkle it on my candles before I burn them. And so you may just want to unscrew that lid, because that don't be doing right.
Shake, shake, shake.
Yeah, this is one of those
Shake.
It's getting close for a shake.
Oh, and look at that happy green color.
Yeah, it's getting close for a shake.
All right.
Yeah, it's time to shake. And put, again, definitely shake as you go. The honey makes it where it's a little bit to get stuff to move around.
Ooh, but look at that.
And getting it back down and in there.
Awesome.
And it will slowly start to settle and sink. And then it gets really pretty. And that's back to happy. Prosperity, wonderful opportunities, just all that amazing things. For anyone who steps on this jar, you're going to get some of our goodness and happiness. Happy.
Oh, it's just so pretty. Looking at it makes me so happy. It's already working. Magic is real.
I should hope so by now. And I have this lavender in which one of the other witches brought up here for us.
Oh, beautiful.
Here, I was do some little clippies and put it in there, and I thought we'd pokey some of that pretty little lavender in there too.
That's so pretty.
Lavender is such a happy thing to me. And so you got those. And again, witches, walk around. What makes you happy? All right. If it's a pretty little piece of lavender, then that's what needs to go into your honey jar. We're working this for the witches, and so typically what we want to do is put tag locks or personalizations in our jar. So this is from one of the witches. The other ingredients, we are slowly connecting all of it together, and I have my cauldron of stones. Ooh. I actually have it's got all these little bits.
It's a real cauldron of stones.
It's a real fun cauldron of stones, but where did I put the little one that I had out?
We put that little stone somewhere on this table full of happiness.
I was going to say, I had it in a little box, and I had already sorted them
I think it's right there.
Yes, this is the one I sorted.
Thank you, Spirit.
Yes, Spirit hand off the camera. What I actually have in here, and this is so much fun, is fool's gold.
Ooh, so shiny.
See my fool's gold? We got it out of a river in near Asheville, North Carolina.
Oh.
And I also have pieces of quartz crystal in here, and I have pieces of amethyst, and I have
adventuring.
Thank you.
We think that's pronounced, and I may be wrong, so correct me in the comments if I am.
And again, these are all stones, representation of prosperity, well-being. Of course, my gold is because we're going to multiply the gold. Okay, so we want to pour all this in the jar.
All of it?
Yeah.
Woo! We'll start with that one.
And just drop all of it in. You may want to use the
I'm going to use
funnel.
the funnel, but those big ones.
All right. Drop all the stones.
Oh, you might want to use the funnel, she says. First time it gets clogged.
Are all those small enough now?
No.
Of course
It's
not.
fine.
It's too funny. It's just not going to work.
It'll
But
only
you
take a
want to
second.
somehow put a tag lock, personalize it, energize it.
Yes.
We know we are doing this for the witches at the cottage, so we're not going to actually put like somebody's name. A lot of times you would take someone's name. If I'm just making this for me, I would write my name down on a little piece of paper. I would fold it up and I would tuck it in there. All right, you can also use a bay leaf to write your name on.
Oh, I love using bay leaves and workings.
But you want to tag it. You can put pieces of your hair in there, fingernails, a little bit of blood, if you want to, spit in it, whatever you need to do to make it your jar.
Oh,
We're making this for the witches. So we're trying to put a little bit of different witches, put things that were used here in the cottage that we know the witches use. And that is our tag lock to this honey jar. All right, what else we got? Oh, happy sprinkles.
This will fit in the funnel.
I mean, this is one of those, think about things that make you happy. Sprinkles make me happy. And I don't know, I mean, I think sprinkles make everybody happy.
I think they do.
Did those get stuck in there too?
We're just not allowed to use the funnel today. We have to have old school witchcraft. Our ancestors are watching us going, I didn't have a funnel then.
So you ain't getting one either.
If I don't get no funnel, you don't get no funnel. And you know what? I'll respect that. We are blessed in 21st century witchcraft.
Just too funny is what it is.
I learned a while ago, stop fighting with the divinity when it gives you messages. The funnel not working.
And when you're doing this type of working, you need to stay in a really happy state regardless of what happens.
I'm not going to get mad at the funnel. I'm happy.
It's supposed to for a reason. And just to keep rolling with it.
Happy.
Oh, that's perfect. Ooh, look what we done created.
Oh, it's so lovely.
I know y'all witches are only picking
I want to put more glitter in it.
Okay. Are only picking up shadows. But it's got some really depth, and when we're picking it up, we're starting to feel that energy to it and everything. So it's
ooh, so pretty. Yeah, glitter at the top is cute. I like that.
Yeah, put the rim of glitter glue around the top when we put the cork in.
Okay, you want to put the cork in now?
Yeah, because we need to sit our candle on top.
All right, so let's put this right here around the rim. Okay, it's around the rim. Push that.
And happiness.
Happy. We love you.
I want to get my candle. All right, you're going to use a candle association accordingly to whatever you want. We are so lucky that we had just happened to get some candles from Creations from the Hollow, which is right down here below me.
So beautiful.
Drew makes them. She hand rolls them. It's already got all the good herbs in it. She's already given all of her energy to it. So we get to take all of Drew's happiness and put into our happiness when we talk about using other witches' products. Now, typically what I like to do is get the bottom of the candle soft. Let me get this out so folks can see. Move this out of the way.
Soft or hot?
So it'll, get a nice little thing. And you may have to do a tad more. You need to get a good mushy and just let it drip right all over on top of that cork. And just keep letting it drip until you get a nice little pile of drippies, and then set your candle right on top. Yeah, there you go. You're drippy. You got your candle isn't even when you do your bottom of your. Okay, I think we can work that.
Oh, she's making fun of me, and then she says it works.
I think we're gonna work it.
All right.
This again, we're getting ready to activate this, witches. This is headspace. This is that. Yeah. Take that breath. This is serious. We just put us a jar of happiness. And we want to give up our gratitude to the goddess for what we're creating. All right? And we're letting spirit, we're letting divinity know. We're grateful. And you can say your flowery words, or you can just say thank you. And light your candle up. And obviously this is a natural candle, beeswax, so it's going to burn a little faster. I've actually even used like birthday candle size. The one thing you don't want to use is a long pillar. For obvious reasons.
Yes.
All right, and which is what we're going to do is let this burn out, and we're going to get back to you when you see us outside digging a hole.
Woo! See you then, witches.
Happy hole.
I'm supervising because we're going to leave it to the young witch to dig the hole.
I love digging.
Alright, witches, we done got our hole dug.
Hole.
And I want y'all to see
Look
how
how pretty.
perfect our blessing jar come out. We done let that candle just burn
wonderful.
all that goodness down on it. Now we're going to take our blessing jar and we're going to sit it down in this hole.
Happy.
And we're going to happy, and we're going to fill her back up. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts.
Happy.
Anybody who steps on this is going to have prosperity. They're going to have happiness. This is just going to be that good place to stand.
Happy.
And we're going to fill her up. Here she goes. And you know, if you dig a hole on a full moon, you'll always have enough dirt. But if you dig it on a new moon, you'll never have enough. That is some old farmer plant knowledge. There we go.
Must be a full moon.
It's actually close. Stomp it down. Stomp happiness.
Happy.
And go, woo! Happy. Woo! Happy thoughts. Happy. All right, witches. We got our happy thoughts going. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time. Have as bright of a blessed day as we're having. Amen. Blessed be Ashe and Abo.